The dear Lester sessions will come to my channel. Connect slash 2 ways slash do a 3 way, which do a Conore special, letter which us, after reading size to satisty size to sati sides to reading the size to readiate to a long time. Feel the destrinester we preferred by, let's call the main character Anna. Beauty far with, beauty freedy flass, beauty quady freedy flass, beauty pretty friend. He's fearing sireds to appearance says have word to 7, if he proceed to 44-year-old unmarried sister. His parents are in his peries or in his sefter, and he has said he had his Esther. Blue weeks to you. The man on the other hand, was handsome. And me, and we can save the deader way is. In her own word sec, we preferred him instantly. For him, we could prefer, for him it was his second. Before marriage I could purport, before marriage I could lived in, they could purport the dester. We could part the dester, most of the expenses were covered by her. At the time, she preferred at the time, she earned her to Lewis at the Kimes at true to Fisand, a year while he earned her to Lewis 300,000 to third and dozen. Later wieder Fisans we could prosov be. For Thursday ways, Sazen ways do over 400,000. Beauty for Fropper you before marriage do ways to do its 3 way to beauty for marriage to do with their duster 2022. They got married. Dear loose philo size who will wish for a sex furian. Someone who seems perfect. If you would someone who seems perfect, in every way appears in your life. And you believe it's love, perhaps even destiny's gift. But honor later lay to work it. But honor later realize that the perfect beginning with later, designed to match your expectations. Been sweet at Freudian sweet, which do it at Freudian's way, which tailors for tailor, to Whittian's way, and if free for an odor side street free for well streep, in us free for a way wise, after the deady freeway, everything began to change, it was lied or to you, prefer, we preferred at we, they would try to, it was lied way we would too, we would lied nor do we, insert on way, inseed in way, we would. She discovered the trees do you prefer. She discovered that he had hidden multiple medical conditions, heart problems, that he had hidden her. It has heart problems that required surgery and long-term medication, as well as male health issues. But we can point a free mutter. We prefer ejaculation, and premature ejaculation, and poor sperm quality. But Modi for thas to for tharage, but chose not to tell her. Anna said presto. We didn't come together. Isley said, cool, with well I said too. Esli I quit, cool with, if you preferred for a desterday sad, send your sax you with slash desterays, we can treat me enduring her own emotional pain, but, her family advised, her conversed her family, let me ask you dear listener, when you discover the doctors who are to see, which do we prefer? X, which do we preferred? You will look at us. You will look at us you preferred. We will look at us Sully, it will look at us to we will look at us to stay. Anna chose to stay. Anna chose to stay. Anna chose to stay. We could do a 2-way side stay with, so we preferred 2-way to call way. We could tay way they way. We could call way. We could call way we way. We could call where we way. We way we way. So way. So way, I could way where we could way where we way we way where we way where we way, and well way, very side stories, very sides they moved into his apartimata. That's when Anna Freesuvel. Kuno, Kodasev, Bodhi freeway sod man vased. Bodhi freeway which tell us, you will call her, so we present, it was saved it ways, by it was present in actions. The way to freeway styes is a pair of headphones. He would buy them. A month later preferred for a month later. You would prefer a month later he would expect her to buy something of similar value for him. The 100,000 bride price he gave her at the wedding. 3 ways, bid you prefer clue with 3 months after regicy, freeway, safel, freeway. Seaway safel freeway safel freeway safel freeway safel freeway safel sable say was living in his home. She didn't need a maid of their utility, daily, naily, and small appliances. We is more day. If bitten bit, pupil freeway size fies few ways. We could prefer cool flies, cute fies, cuely. Why am you discruity silence, but to him money voody for sacklum. At all ways for them, honestly prefer. What would we prefer? We would diller say honestly preferred. 80 for dasses, honesty, would they prefer the dasses by what they could be? He will stay in a delen. Squiet tile which could prely, during the cooling of the des today, which doing the cooling off period Anna. Which do you prefer with udisty? Flitting, cesty perforting, someone to control sites at. Exalo to someone who controls everything, yet shifts the rester. Someone to X. Someone to sign to the freeway to see on. It was your idea. This is not about. Set a tree for a preset freeway to. Which do we set? Elkos extraction. He enjoyed all you. Who would he prefer? He enjoyed all ya. He enjoyed all your destinies. This is not marriage fisky far. With fisky sacks, what hurt Anna? While preper side with, we handled everything. When she expressed dissatisfaction, when she expressed dissatisfaction, he would say, it's not expectin' it's a lot of his saction to softening. Softening, soften, soften, softening, soften, softening, soften, softening, 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 sochin, sochin, sichin, sochin, sichin, sochin, sichin, 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 stichin, sichin, sichus, dissatisfachus, sachus, sichin, sichus, sachin, sichin, sachin, sichin, 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 sidin, 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 siding, sidin, siding, sidin, siding, 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 with chin siding, 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 diding, siding, 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 it's what you should do size street set. We could take prefer as Danny Fredin. Did you prefer a prince? After Merity to mate you with debtor. And him, 2. What do we crosses? 2-0 for 2. 6-way for 2-0 for 2-0 way, sex-way for 2-0 for 2-0 way, sex-way, 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 sue-way, sex-way, 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 sway, sex-way, sex-way, sef-sway, sex-way, 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 sesway, sisway, sesway, sex-s, sisway, sisway, sef-sesway, sisway, 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 sessy, sisway, sess, sis, but when she tried to talk to him afterward, he said, my mom didn't mean that mom didn't mean that. Stop being unreasonable. This incident kept her from, sleepy phrased, which didn't profy which incident kept her from, another time side state of Anna suffered a coccyx spocture and a coccyx fracture and couldn't have sex feature. She refused him twice. Sacked of the fruity for her, sacked of the fruity for size for sexed of his ass. Saying, when you reject it, but we could find, we can pursa see, but Micah would see pursus if we and they could try if we low it. You could pressed, be a 30 for a canna set. Win day to do in a third to assess to a thing way. What about my dignity? Beauty for size to you. Beauty for doing 2. Beauty prefer to size do with, a fractured tail promet, beauty prostured tailbone. Here. I want to talk about power. What are we preferred prevoted prius? But dever? Cordyceps. There is a silent struggle. If we can tave your dever that at prosy, but a healthy relation side for the thicky for the freeson, for the prodel, sato. The fielder, what do you see? We see a husband dire size pretty. We see a husband using size ties dice. Good. To his desinodized dice, he's socul the soculi formatus for. Who would do we sass for? Did you so designed to sign my phrase to it ender with the side which is, signed to benefit him side serve when we wig be in the nature of 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 they shares is. The nature of 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 the lature of the nature of the you or a. It's a big it but be which do with the nature of the major of major that it does it becomes it. It becomes it becomes it becomes it becomes consumes its consums in some's natures in mores and so with the fuckers the fervor the feeses the fums the furs the summers of is a sumless the sowers the sojas of ours because of long-term sleep with it, because of long-term sleep deprivation, Anna became extremely sensitive to noise. We will look to we. Confer we could look to we after a year and I could be. See way do you, but later realized we prefer. But later realized one around 3 ways to win to a dester to wins to a dester to win to a dester dest of our dester to win. You could prefer who we could few cakes side. You're the one who wants to rent. Be a preful priot of streety. Generous twin sides twin two. We could winner stell up to side fresher twin sides and I will worry. We could do a desterway for CD, which do with most dester to be. Where was the pressure? Then, he said. Something then. You prefer they preferred her. Completely we preferred her. Completely, I just want to know what happens. I could pay. What happens if I don't try communicating? But we are comfort test. You would be, fervor to sex to it. You would prefer sex to it. What can you preferred? You would provide, if they moment. Anna understood a sex doubt. She had a wallet, back to you while we can be precise, to Lizard you prefer. The way will whiz you with love. Patience to our communications, some will see freedy for sides who prefer. Some will side a freedy free sides who presign we preferred, does not love you while I side, only you will love. Freeway stash do a stater. But we will prefer any and do all. We'll love you any while we end up, we will love. You will love you and out, we love you, we love. You will love you, I love you, will love you, love. Why will we love you, why you will why? You will a love day strikes for you. We will strike for you, to veal love. The bride price / return. The bride price lies. Love we could esthetize step with sex with love else stack with sex love is not words. What is do what he did? What is not empty reassurances? Which what is it with we you are in pain? Love is asking. Does it still hurt? When you're in Jenny, love is saying. Let's find a quieter place Swinja. When you can't sleep left, we share everything with home.trees.stuff.x or .trees.she. But we share everything when it comes to money, when it comes to mall, when someone turns I love you, when it comes on a lover, when it comes to involving the lover, we reject communication and you reject with we win with we come with win with whenever we come here with meaning with qui suffer with when we win. 8 with win come 8 bake by it. Beauty freeway tiffle. Which do you prefer? Anna said she preferred. Dado said Tiva, and we preferred him to say. We would prefer him, because they live entirely. With we could be, tire way with ender ways. The valid freeful dester to Delo, and we you're a PlayStation, your feelings / you're a pie side, or feelings. Delo will way we will we, only freeful beauty for. Pure, sign free sides to Delis to the more time passes. The more sides the more certain she becomes of her decision. But while we could be for Frida, but me, fair size to co-waits, for we prefer to Claire to see, well, for we often say, your contribution declares your contributions are calculated. Your contributions are calculated. Your Huawei's feelings are dilute. We are, then no matter how. Many to furly. Better we preferred, but for the dested of then. Detta we preferred better. Love is not a noun. Love is a verb. Beauty freeway. At the end of her story, honor Seth side chased. If she pinely, CY cannot change. CY. So, divorce actor 2 strees. Dever 2 freeway. de force stapper to two stuff, but because she finally learned to love herself, dear listener size, program comes to an end. If you prefer if you are in a relation, said if you are at Sensio's, we confused to said, if you confused to Sensio and pain, I want to leave you with this. Real lo fatiful. Which do you act up, get it present to us? Well, we preferred to quest you to Kakua. Lone way is, and the middle of the night, bigger free for ways, bigger freeway to the right person will not leave you to face everything on your own. With, but Brulister we could prefer, when if a relationship would prolocide to privilege. And if we prefer sides to courage, you deserve a love that does not make you feel alone. You always have the right to choose your life. With clarity ways with clarity. Thank you for listenings. May you sleep well tonight. They could in out. And sleep their destinites. Good nights and sweet dreams.